race was fantastic today.
Hello, Mush.
Not a chance.
Go on, stretch it on.
Not a chance.
That's fine.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's fine. Turn around.
Go, Steve!
Hey! Set up. Steve! What are you saying then, Steve? Race 1 coming up.
Well, considering I only did 3/4 of a lap of practice, just send it.
Yeah?
Big sound.
Well, we're at Foxhills. Steve's on the 500. I've got Steve over there. Bit confusing. Steve's not on Steve. I'm on Steve, and Steve is on Frank. But we both had a bit of a nightmare. Steven did, what, 3/4 of a lap in practice because his exhaust fell off.
Yeah.
I did 1 lap because I didn't have a transponder. I waited around, set up a fast lap, and the finish flag was out. So neither of us know where we're going. But we've got a little 5-lap race coming up, and
just get a whole shot and then wing it.
We're going to be both on the very outside gate. Do you reckon we got a chance?
I'm on a 500, mate. I could start behind everybody and I'll probably still whole shot.
Steve's on a 500. What is it? Talk us through what it is.
It's a 91 500 engine in a 2007 250F chassis, and it's a bit of a, it's Frank, it's because it's a Frankenstein.
Because it's been brought back to life and it's a bit of a mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, an old engine, newish frame, quite new plastic. It looks nicer, doesn't it? You got the factory forks on the go, the old A-kits.
All the tie wire, holding the pipe on. Factory.
Oh, that's quite good, isn't it? Yeah.
Factory, that's
alright.
I mean, you won't see another bike out there with that, so...
Who needs a bracket when you've got grip wire or whatever it is?
Fence wire.
Exactly. So your race is coming up for your first race out of the day.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Outside gate, pull a holy, off you go.
Yeah.
We've got Big John working on Steve. Here's a little look at, first look at Steve on the vlog. Been a bit of a mission to get him ready, but we've got him there. Coated forks. Nice red envy hubs, got a recluse in it, depth pipe, trick as Motormaster calipers. But yeah, I'm kind of rushing with the old vlog right now because we've got to get up to the start line for our first race, and like I said, I've done 1 lap so far. So just going to go out and hopefully get a good sight from the outside and try and send it. But yeah, race 1 coming up. Race 1, talk us through it.
40th gate pick.
Nice.
Half decent start, to be fair, just inside the top 10 I reckon. Passed up into 4th after a couple of laps, and by the time I got into the 4th, the top 3 were just 2 or 3 sections ahead, and it was a bit unrealistic to go for him, so I just had a cruisy ride round.
No, similar story for me really. Outside gate pick. Got a pretty good jump actually, but got pushed out by a few people. After about 2 laps, managed to get up to 4th or 5th. I think the best I could have done realistically would have been 3rd, because Spinks and Shipton were just, by the time I'd get up to 3rd, like they'd be gone. But ended up landing a bit heavy off of a jump and my bars fell through, so stopped, tried getting them fixed, but ended up having to just ride with my levers right up in the air. But it was alright, not sure where we ended up, but good fun. Hopefully this one, there'll be no more bike issues, bit of a better start, and we can put in a good race, but having fun either way, so.
She's a bit dusty. Anybody? No. Dusty.
Go on now! Ride her down! Ride her down! Oh, Brownie's got the lead. Brownie, Mel,
Brymac.
Brymac.
Yeah.
It's not, is it? Oh no! Ando on Mel, yeah. I'll tell you what, for an old guy and a guy with one thumb, you two go alright, don't you? That was fucking good. I thought you were gonna get him.
I should have let him by, shouldn't I?
If it wasn't a team race, I reckon you'd have a sore right leg. That was mega, boys. You got to be like smoking the points at the minute.
I think we're doing all right, but
I think you're smoking it
too soon.
Steve. Here we are then, morning. We're on day 2, Sunday, the last day of racing here at Foxhills. I've already had my first race today at like 9:30, and to be honest, I didn't wake up in time, and I didn't wake up early enough to, you know, get on the camera and stuff like that. I was in a bit of a rush. Had a few beers last night, as you can probably tell by my voice, but had a really bad start in that one, obviously again from the outside gate pick, but came up to 3rd. Good fun little race really, but
out there, but Carlson seems
here we are then, we've got a nice trackside setup.
We're looking at 3rd now between Paul
Bit of
Byrne.
merch for sale, selling some Ghost Steve tops.
But 3rd, the rest of them are on the stream through.
That's Steve. You got
Kawasaki of Tom Van Loon, who is looking good, 21 Paul Byrne.
Mate, your race is on the start. What are you doing?
Pulling out.
Oh, pull up, not out.
I don't get paid to ride dirt bikes, George.
Oh, busy. Go on, stay! Well, I spun out over here because they watered the track a little bit too much.
Bit wet.
Yeah, and then my throttle stuck on. I started going, made some passes, and then a 500 with the throttle stuck open. Told me what you want to be on.
Yeah, because you were in 3rd, weren't you?
Yeah, it's alright. We're in one piece, and I've had a mega weekend. Ricky Johnson! Yeah, I don't think I would have got podium overall there. I reckon I was fourth probably, but that was so scary. The first lap was so wet where they watered it so much. And people were sliding around. I had like 3 mid-air collisions. some guy had a huge crash on the first lap. I wish I had my GoPro on, but it was good fun though. I got up to third, and by the time I got there, Spinksy and Shipton were just gone. So I kind of just rode. I could have gone quicker, but it was not really any reason.
Yeah, there was
so
a big gap.
I just held third. It was quite fun. I was waving at people riding around. It was a good laugh. Kind of gutted the weekend's over. I've been waiting for this for months, and it's over now. But yeah, good weekend racing.
Well done, Steve.
Yeah, well done. Steve.
So I'm trying to get your t-shirt, not your face.
No, I thought you wanted to get me in it.
Nah, not really.
I'm the new feature.
And it is Captain Kurt Nickel. There he is into the valley. Nickel leads the 57-year-old.
I'll push you. You've got to try and do a handstand on the bars.
Well, 6 skills. Go, Steve.
They're going down that hill.
You're in the vlog.
He's just cutting them off every time.
Overall, are absolutely gone because he's DNF last time, but he will want to go out on a high and prove who's the fastest this time. But Bradshaw, who had some gearbox issues yesterday, now sorted out. He will be out there. Bradshaw off. Here they come again into the valley. Bradshaw charge.
Go, Steve! Have you found your biggest fan?
Yeah. Apparently I'm his favourite rider, which I'm very shocked at because there's a lot of
Out of everyone here?
there's a lot of other riders out there, so I don't know why he's picked me, but he's the boy.
So always we're doing fingers and thumbs addition,
Look at his
subtraction,
sick new
trying to keep the rest of the information.
What's this?
Our official time and story.
Steve was fantastic today.
Yeah, he did good, didn't he? Shame about George,
Bravest
but
down there.
Steve rode really well.
Yeah.
Brad
Jordan could have done
bouncing
better.
off of the berth.
Brilliant pass. Go on now. Degrees, 46. Wow, that's a steep hill. Fair play. You were quite impressive there. You did all right, didn't you? You've got some grit. How about I missed the start of it, but when you spun out, did you almost go down?
Yeah.
And then you still got him back. Because passing him once.
I would go and ask him about that.
Passing him once ain't enough, is it? You got to pass him twice.
Well, fair play to Brad. He's a machine, mate.
Yeah, but you were the man of the match there.
You reckon?
Yeah, man of the match.